All right, it is Sunday morning, a little after 7, and we are heading back up to summit Windom and Sunlight Peaks today. And we're just stopping to admire the amazing sunrise. Starting to come over the peaks. It is a bitter cold morning. We're trying to guess. We know it got into the low 20s. I brushed my teeth, I put water on my toothbrush, and it froze immediately. So that tells me it was at least in the low 20s, perhaps maybe even in the teens. But we're hiking, we're warmed up now. So, heading back up to Twin Lakes. There's Ryan.
Good morning. Already sweating, but freezing.
Sweating but freezing. Alright, we're out. So, back here, hiking Irishman on the trail up to Twin Lakes. So, yesterday, coming up, we had no idea where we were going, really. I mean, we knew we were going to Twin Lakes, but as far as mountain peaks, it's so hard to tell. But that peak there is North Elos. And then this is the catwalk right here. And then this pitch going up here, that little knob there is Mount Elos. And it's so deceiving because, of course, you'd think, oh, that's way higher, but it's way in the foreground of us. Same with these mountains here. These, when you get up to North Elos, those little things look like little molehills. So it's just kind of funny, the perspective when you're up in the mountains. It's just a really different perspective. And now, having done it yesterday, we can identify the peaks, which is kind of nice. So, all right, hiking Irishman out. So I decided it'd be cool to video this little stepping stone path that whoever is in charge of this area, I think it's the U.S. Forest Service. It's just kind of cool. These paths and hiking trails, you know, it's really amazing the amount of effort that goes in to keep them safe to hike on, keep them maintained. It's just the effort that volunteers put in, because most of it's done by volunteers. It's just really appreciated, and just big props to people that come out here and do trail maintenance to keep our trails hikeable so that we can enjoy places like this. So major props to the people that come out here and maintain it. I'm just going to do a recording of the silence. We have no breeze or anything, and it's just unbelievable. Just amazing. Whew. It's awesome. All right, we're making our approach up to Sunlight. We're coming around this rock right here. We had a nasty scramble, and then the route goes up. Big finger. Up through here. It's a class 3/4 route. Up. You just missed a lady and two other guys just went through that little notch right there is where we gotta go. And Sunlight Peak is somewhere up behind there. So that's where we're heading. All right, we are continuing on our way up to Sunlight Peak. Right there is a cairn. That's our next spot. This section here is our final approach. We probably have 40 or 50 feet to the top. This is all of our class 4 climbing right here.
This is the final move that everyone says.
Yep.
I like my final move to be the counterclockwise squirrel. This is not the move I had anticipated.
So we've been coming along this whole ridge. We've done some pretty serious climbing so far, but now this is where it gets pretty serious right here. So, but we're close, getting close to the peak. See you at the peak. Hiking Irishman out. Ryan and I have made it to the summit.
Woo! Woo!
U.S. Geological Survey. I don't know if I can find it.
Survey says we made it.
Right there. Sunlight Peak.
Woo! Don't leave me hanging.
Yeah. Awesome, man. So awesome. Made it up here. It is. I'm going to turn this around. It's so cool. You can see all the little cairns on the way. This was crazy. Wow, look at that view out there. Look at that lake down there. I didn't even notice that one.
Oh, you mean you didn't notice it while you're walking on that?
Yeah, no, I did not. I was not looking that way.
3-foot slab. All right. As we've mentioned before, I'm where the government says this is the high peak. And this time I'm going to trust the government. However, there's this move right here that gets you about 12 feet higher. It's called the block.
That's where I'm headed.
And Scott
Got my GoPro on.
is hopping up there. He's going to scramble up this 55-degree angle. Take a breath. Yeah?
Okay, so this is way scarier than it looks. There's a good 3-foot gap here that if you fall, you're gonna be effed up. Oh, no wonder people are scared coming down. I can see this move coming down is not gonna be easy.
You can always hug it.
Holy crap.
Or straddle it.
Oh my goodness. Oh God. Oh, that's a long way down. Holy crap. I am definitely not going to stand on it.
Just hug it.
People stand, screw that.
There's no shame in hugging it.
But here I am, baby. On the block. Sunlight Peak, baby. Woo! Holy crap. That is no joke. Wow. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Are you coming down? You're not going to grab lunch?
I just totally smushed my balls. Oh, this move down to there looks like. Oh, shoot. Definitely not out of the woods. I watched the guy on YouTube. It took him 12 minutes to do this move right here. I just gotta not psych myself out. This looks bad. Sorry for the language. I would spit on my gloves to get better grip, but I literally have no spit. Best way to do it or not. Am I getting close? Oh, there it is.
It's hard to tell. I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. Better to have that kind of rug burn than 2,000 feet of rug burn.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's the problem with this whole entire thing is we gotta still go down. Then at least you slide down and just break your ankles.
Right. Never again.
Signing off. You made it.
Okay, so we just summited Sunlight Peak, and I'm gonna tell you what, this right here is the hardest daggone part of the whole thing. It's nothing but this loose scree, sand. Because of the sun, you've got these pockets of mud. I just slipped and slid about 20 feet on my ass. This is the worst part of the whole thing. So I don't see a whole lot of videos about summiting Sunlight Peak except for the very top. And like, everybody talks about the technical moves at the top. But in my opinion, this is the hardest part of the whole climb. Coming down, coming up was hard, but coming down is just straight up dangerous. You gotta really watch your footing. Like I said, I just did a 20-30 foot slide. So, well, so I'm on my way up Windom Peak after summiting Sunlight Peak, which is that right there is the wash you have to go up, which was just awful, so hard. And then because I didn't want to go all the way back down to the valley to come up Windom, I decided to traverse up a rock field up the side of Windom. Probably not my brightest idea I've ever had, but I made it successfully. It was, like I said, probably not my smartest move. Ryan stayed down below and he had visual on me the whole time. I don't always make the smartest decisions, but I do have confidence in my ability, but sometimes I feel like I push the envelope maybe unnecessarily. But anyway, that's where I'm going, up there, Windom. It's a class 2. It's just a long walk, that's all. So Ryan, after Sunlight, was like, I've done the best one here. What's the point of going up Windom? So he's gonna go meet up with cousin Pat down at Twin Lakes, hang out there and wait for me. And it should take me about an hour to get to the top and about an hour and a half to get back down. So thank goodness. It's just, again, can you ask for better weather? Seriously, just amazing. So, all right, talk to you later. Hiking Irishman out. Well, I made it to my fourth 14er in 2 days. It was, I thought, a crazy goal, but I'm so glad I accomplished it. There's my marker, Windom, at the top of Windom Peak. Got two really cool dudes up here. Michael behind, Michael and Will. Will's over there. Yeah. Ryan, once again, my brother, Ryan, was wise and said, you know what, I'm good. So he stayed down. He's meeting up with cousin Pat down at Twin Lakes. So I'm going to get off this peak. I'm tired. I'm going to go down with these two guys. And man, just the majesty of this up here is just amazing. I'll do a little spin around and look at this. Down there's Twin Lakes. It's just amazing. So cool. Alright, well, I think it's time to put this trip in the books. See you down at Twin Lakes. Well, we are heading out down from Twin Lakes after day 2. I summited all 4 peaks. North Elos, Mount Elos, Sunlight Peak, and Windom Peak. That was my goal. I've accomplished my goal. And I just gotta say, from a personal standpoint, it's just such a spiritual experience. I don't know what else to say about it, but it was. The final 14er Windom. Gosh, just what a spiritual experience. It was like nothing I've ever done. So it was just such a great experience to be here with my brother and be here with my cousin Pat. So great. Pat made it all the way up to Twin Lakes, which Ryan and I are just so stoked about. And what a great adventure. That's why I do this stuff. It's a great adventure. It's just so rewarding. So that's it. We're gonna put the phone away and get back to camp, have some good dinner, have a relaxing evening, and we'll see you on the next hike. Hiking Irishman, out.